What's going on, folks? So I got a viewer request video here for y'all today. I'm going to be checking out the band Sinphonia, and the name of the song is My Will is Wisdom. I don't believe I've ever heard of this band before, so I'm really curious to see what it's all about. And like I said, there's a viewer request. This song was requested by this ranger right here. Thank you. And without further ado, let's see what we got here, shall we? Rangers, go. Pretty interesting song here. But to be honest, I had a really hard time getting into this one here. Um, there's a lot of talent on display. I mean, between the drums, the guitar, the bass. There's some cool bass stuff going on, and again, like the drums really, um, because with all the different like unorthodox rhythms and stuff. So it was very interesting with that regard, but also like there's a lot of talent with having to follow that sort of unorthodox rhythms and kind of shifting into another unorthodox rhythm. And yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I mean, I can completely see like the talent on display here, but overall, like it just feels like the song has no real rhyme or reason. Like what I consider to be like the verses, that alone, it took me a while to really kind of get acclimated to that rhythm. But then even the the second half of the verses, or like the later half of the verses, or maybe it was like the pre-chorus or something, but then things kind of shift again. And so that just as soon as I thought I kind of had a handle on like how this rhythm goes in the verses, it kind of changes it up again, and I get thrown out of whack all over again. And then even like the chorus, it just there's like too much of that kind of just odd kind of offbeat, almost like just rhythm and tempo and vibe, and it's like there's too much of it. It's one thing to kind of have a section that kind of throws you for a loop, and it is kind of intricate and kind of weird the way it's set up and all that, but to have that like constantly happening, like just going from one sort of bizarre, unorthodox kind of rhythm and tempo and beat and all that stuff into another one, but that's different than the other one, and then go into another one. It just makes the whole song feel like it just has no cohesion. It's almost like in a song, it's almost like you have like gears. Each of the different sections or parts or all of that in a song are almost like gears, and you want them all to just kind of work together so that it drives like the whole machine. So you get like a completed piece, or the machine is working. You can see like how all the different pieces create the whole. But in this song, it's almost like all the gears are like grinding against each other. Like I just see like the inner workings of this machine, and everything is just grinding on each other. It's like peeling the layers of like the steel gears or whatever they are just shredding on each other, and the trading paint, and it just, yeah. And there's steam going because some of them are just not working right, so they're getting stuck and just slowly grinding, and it just isn't working, and so that's just what I saw mentally while listening to the song. It's just a bunch of gears in a machine that are just all mashed up to each other and grinding, and not just smoothly turning with each other to have a nice smoothly powered machine. So I know, I'm sorry, my mind, it tends to think in like metaphors and stuff. That's just how I kind of envision things often, as most of you will know if you've followed my channel for a while. But yeah, and so the vocals are really impressive. Like she has a really cool voice, hitting those highs, and then even a spot that she has almost like a real edge to her voice, almost like a devious side to her voice, the way that she delivers some of the lines. And I mean, she just has really cool voice. But even that, like the lyrical melodies, just feels like a lot of this song has no rhyme or reason, and that just made it very difficult for me to just enjoy it. Because the very beginning, like the intro, I was all in. Like the guitar was really cool. There was a nice melody to it. I was like, oh, this is neat. But then it goes right into kind of like the first verse with that music, and it just that's when like the grinding starts, in my opinion. And yeah, I just had a really hard time kind of following this song or finding that like thread that kind of connects the whole song to each other. And so it just ends up feeling like just a bunch of stuff that just happened, and like nothing stuck like in my head. It just, other than like the talent on display, but as a song itself, it, yeah, it just doesn't have that cohesion that's needed. So yeah, I just really couldn't get into this one. It was almost like the sounds were like happening all around me, and I was just like, "What's going on?" And like nothing was just like sticking. So yeah, very interesting. That's my thoughts on that. And yeah, I mean, let me know, folks, in the comments down below. What do you think of this song? Very interesting song here. Perhaps I'm just uncultured or something, but let me know if you're able to get into this one, or what you really liked about it, or if you're in the same camp as me. Let's just talk about it. And I'm not sure what's up with this band either. Like how old like this song is, or how long they've been around, or if they're still around. All that stuff. If you know, let me know. And yeah, let's just talk about Sinfonia in the comments. And yeah, I'll catch y'all next time. Ranger out.